My name's Douglas Smith. I'm a competitive grower from Stansted Abbots in Hertfordshire, and this week I've broken the world record for the most tomatoes on a truss. Last year I broke the UK record for the largest tomato, just over 3.1 kilos, 6.85 pounds. And then over winter I was looking for a new challenge. So I thought I'd have a go at this, and spent the winter kind of researching varieties, doing variety trials, and really delighted that I've been able to beat the existing record of 488 tomatoes, with the tomatoes here of 839 tomatoes. So we're going to now, sort of next steps is to submit the evidence to Guinness, and hopefully they can ratify that record. And then excitingly, I still have one more plant to count. So we shall see what happens for that for the rest of the year. So for the Guinness record itself, we had to get a number of witnesses over. We had a horticulturalist from the RHS together with two independent witnesses, and so he came to the greenhouse and he would have cut them off individually. We kind of cut them off into punnets of 10, and every tray had 100, and it took him around about 45-50 minutes to count and harvest them all, and then of course they were ratified as well by the independent witnesses.
So how many tomatoes did you beat the record by?
A lot. Like all gardeners, I think that this year it's been quite a hard season for tomatoes. So the growing practices, I think, have been a lot of TLC. Like a lot of gardeners, though, I was hit by blight, and that's actually changed maybe how I had looked after them over the season. And normally they would get a lot of foliar feeding and feeding like that. But just trying to keep down any kind of moisture on a leaf and stuff, I think, this year, just because these plants, like many others, were hit by blight in the season. What happened for a lot of these tomatoes is a bit of a favourite in the oven, roasted, portioned out and put in a freezer, and then all through winter there'll be that little bit of taste of summer stirred through some pasta. It's a little bit of fun. I think a lot of people will grow a lot of vegetables and to eat, and I do a lot of that as well. But there's something I think interesting just to be able to kind of push you into just little different areas, doing something a little bit different. And I think with each of these challenges, really, you learn something new about some of the vegetables that you'll grow, and you'll kind of push yourself kind of horticulturally in slightly different directions.